Hi, Beth Colley here, and in today's video, I wanted to address the aspiring residential painters, house painters that are out there. Reason being is that I have quite a bit of experience in that area in terms of helping a new residential painter get his business ramped up with marketing. And the reason I have experience with that is that my husband started a residential painting business about 2.5 years ago now. And the first year and a half was quite a bit of a struggle. But in the last year, he's been consistently busy. And typically, he is booked at least 2 months in advance. So I wanted to share with you what we do for our marketing so that if you're struggling and you're trying to get a painting business started, that hopefully this information will be helpful to you. So I'll start off by um, making some suggestions as to what not to do, and then end off with my number one suggestion for how you'll market your business. Um, so I guess what comes to mind to new painters when they get started in this business, or renovators for that matter, is they automatically think, well, I've got to get myself a Yellow Pages ad. And I would highly recommend against doing that. Reason being is that Yellow Pages ads are very expensive. And because they only publish those books once a year, you could potentially be waiting 6 to 12 months before your ad is even going to appear. So again, those ads are very expensive, and typically the average consumer, and I would say probably at least 90% of people don't use Yellow Pages anymore, at least the book. So I recommend against doing that. The second thing that typically comes to mind for residential painters who are getting started in their business is they think about going around with flyers to homeowners or door hangers. And that's a better idea, but it's still pretty expensive. I'll tell you, when my husband got started with his business, we had some really nice door hangers done up for him. They were professionally done. We purchased 5,000 for, it was about $600. And he proceeded to go around and hang them on people's doors in neighborhoods where he thought, they could afford his services, as well as, you know, the neighborhoods are a little bit older, so maybe they need some updating. And of the 5,000 door hangers that he put out there, he probably got half a dozen phone calls back. No word of a lie. So it was a big waste of money and a big waste of time. Now, you might already have experience with doing that, and maybe your experience has been different with that. But for us, it was a waste of time. So how we finally got it figured out is that I already had some prior experience with building WordPress blogs or websites. And because for a period of time I'd been working freelance for a web designer, and I was setting up these WordPress blogs for her. So what I did is I set up a WordPress blog for my husband. And the reason I'm going on about a blog is because you can update them on a regular basis and add new content. And that is crucial for Google to put you in a good placement in the search engines. You need to be updating your blog on a regular basis with fresh content. Um, how do I know this? Because I had a website built quite a number of years ago, and it's if I have the term correct, it's a static website. So, it's not like content changes or anything. If ever I want any of the content changed, I have to go back to my webmaster and pay her $50 to $100 to make a little adjustment. So if I've made an adjustment in my pricing, I've got to pay through the nose to make a change. And I haven't had done any updates to that website in quite a few years now, and it's completely dropped out of sight. So very important to have up-to-date content. And you can easily do that with a WordPress blog once it's set up. Now, I had the benefit that I already had experience. I knew how to set one up. But let me tell you, there was a learning curve to learning how to set up a WordPress blog. Um, as far as posting fresh content, that's the easy part. So you may think to yourself, well, I'll just go out and hire a webmaster. Well, that first website that I got set up for through a webmaster cost me $2,000. So what I'd recommend to you is that you get a done-for-you blog. Meaning that you don't have to set up any of the widgets or worry about the hosting or worry about, you know, the width of your screen or anything like that. Get a done for you blog that's already got all that technical stuff figured out for you. It'll make your life so much easier. And if you go to my website, follow the link that's around this video. If you go to my website, you'll see an example of a blog that's done for you already. Now, you'll notice that on my blog that there are some ads on the right-hand side and an ad at the top of the video or at the top of the page. Those things are customizable. So you could put different ads in there if you want, which I would recommend if you're interested in having a blog solely for residential painting. After that, all you need to do is post fresh content on a regular basis, either written or in the form of a photograph or a video. Do that on a regular basis, and over time, you will, especially if you're doing it daily, you will begin to attract clients. And we also offer training on how you can do this for local marketing. Now, what's most exciting about this is that it's just $25 a month. Really inexpensive, very low risk for you. The other thing is that in a couple of weeks, the people who created this blogging platform are launching an updated version of it. And this updated version is going to revolutionize everything in terms of how people are able to, I guess, manage their content in terms of content management. That's the word. For people that own websites, this is going to revolutionize everything. So for you as a residential painter, imagine being able to finish a job, pull out your iPhone or your smartphone, snap a couple of photos, and being able to upload them right away to your blog so that you can begin, you know, build more content and begin attracting your next customer. Or imagine taking out your smartphone or your iPhone after you finish a job, do a walkthrough of all the rooms you've completed and being able to post that to your blog right away. It's just going to make life so much easier for you, and it's just $25, or at least at the time of creating this video, it's $25. So click on the link that's around this video and check out my blog. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Thank you.